Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday the 25th of January 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Tarot Familiars today. Let's see what the cards want you to be aware of. So let's have a look. It's 3 cards. First card is Strength. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. And finally, the Hermit. Okay. So we've got 2 cats and a wolf. The cat is often seen as a magical animal that can pick up on other frequencies and different dimensions. So that adds a level of wisdom to you and the ability to recognize things that otherwise would be hidden. It's kind of like Scorpio in astrology. It's about having or illuminating what's dark and being able to see what's going on there, and then realizing that it's mind over matter, and that thing isn't something that's set in stone, that you can work with it, that it's pliable, and you pull on that and you recognize it and see it for what it is, and by doing that you take the power out of it. So you have that working for you. And then we have the wolf, which is a pack animal, but also seen as the lone wolf. So it's really a symbol of strength, either by yourself as someone who is able to stand on their own, or as part of a pack where there's competition and teamwork. So using your strength and pooling it with other people's to really create something that's quite formidable and that creates a real presence on planet Earth. So with strength here, sometimes in the tarot it's the 8th card of the major arcana, and sometimes like here it's the 11th card. And it's just different ways of looking at the same thing. So 8 in numerology is strength and power, and 11 is the master number of service. And both kind of work because 8 with strength, obviously same thing, but 11 being of service and that being strength, that's really interesting because it's when you give something, that's when you create the channel for something to come back. It's when you have the inner strength to give something freely and to be of service to other people. That's when you serve yourself and when you strengthen your own self. What you put out, you get back. We've got the moon here, the full moon in the background. So heightened intuition, lots and lots of energy, even a sense that something is quite mysterious and lit up that usually wouldn't be. So you may become aware of something that you hadn't been aware of before. Either it comes up within you by spending time by yourself and reflecting or contemplating what you're going through, and you just get a sense of something becoming much clearer. And if something does become clear for you, if some sort of behavior pattern or something in your life that's just been puzzling you, if it suddenly makes sense, then trust that and face it and look at it. You do have the strength to actually face what's coming up for you. And you give yourself the opportunity to complete that, to work through it. The full moon is this circle. It never ends. You tap into this infinite strength that you've got to complete something and to bring it full circle and to leave it behind and not to have to be a slave to that kind of feeling or behavior pattern anymore. You can put it to bed once and for all. So believe your own strength, and if anything unpleasant or difficult does come up, either in a real sense or in a spiritual or emotional sense, then really face it and deal with it. You have the potential to resolve it, and not just today, but once and for all. Next, the Wheel of Fortune, 10th card in the major arcana, and that's a crossroads. So the information that you receive and your reaction to it really changes the dynamics. And we've got the Schicksalsrad here, which is the wheel of your destiny. So it's rather than fortune in good luck, bad luck, abundance, no abundance, this is like the muses with your destiny and whether they cut it or not. So you're at a crossroads, and the things that are happening and that are revealed to you are so important that if you make a decision, your destiny is going to be changed. And it's something, we've got this little cat here with the Ouija board, it's something that you don't have to be in the dark about. You can connect with yourself. You can The Ouija board is just a symbol for connecting with some sort of energy that's already there and just focusing it in a way that makes sense. So it's kind of like talking to your unconscious, your subconscious, the things that are hidden. And this cat is got her paws on this little planchette here, and she's moving it around, and she's not going into anything blind. Okay, so you have access to all the information that you'll need to really make a life-changing decision which will change your destiny around, but you're not going into it just hoping for the best, fingers crossed. You're really aware of what's going to happen because you've already checked in with yourself, with the universe, with the higher realms, with the powers that be that know everything about you. And I don't believe that, everything is written in a book, that as soon as we're born, that we're going to have to go through all these things. I really think we have a choice within that. And here you have a choice to alter your destiny by being so tuned in that you're somewhat aware of it, and that you can kind of pull at the rope a little bit and get a sense for it. And that's how you can attach yourself to a particular direction, which is really going to serve you. And then finally, we've got the Hermit, the 9th card in the Major Arcana. And the Hermit is about taking some time out to reflect. We've got a crescent moon there, so it's kind of shrouded in mystery and it's dark. And that's just after a new moon, so it's about planting seeds of intention and moving ahead. So you've got like the best of both worlds here. You have a full moon and you have a little crescent moon. So the insights that you receive, you recognize those as really important and potentially life-changing. So you think about them, you contemplate them in earnest. You then have the energy to actually move ahead with those decisions and thoughts. And the Hermit is sitting in the dark, so the eyes have kind of adjusted, and you're able to see in the dark, but also there's a candle which can be directed. The light can be directed. So whatever didn't make sense can now be illuminated, and any mystery can be resolved, and you can be empowered. Like if you feel like something is totally out of your control and it's in God's hands, or the universe's hands, then it's just an act of nature, or it's just something that's external to you and you don't feel like you have anything to do with it. But if you actually understand something like a process, like lightning, for instance, if you know how the lightning works, then you can even kind of recreate it in a lab, I suppose. So the illumination, the understanding of something, means that it no longer has any power over you. And that power then flows back into yourself, this amazing strength that you need to make life-changing decisions or to change your destiny. I mean, we don't do that every day. And sometimes it takes a little bit of conviction or certainty that this is a risk worth taking, and then you can do it. So I don't see a lot of other people here. I see a lot of solitude and the opportunity for real answers in that solitude or even contemplation. And that it's worthwhile to really put you on a different path than where you've been and where you're going. The Wheel of Fortune is really a huge fork in the road. It's the 10th card in the Major Arcana, so the direction you take on this day really is going to inform what happens afterwards, because it's going to be based on this. 11 and 10 is 21, and 9 is 30. 30 reduces to 3 in numerology, and it's about communication. So communication with self and new beginnings. So that communication leads to a fresh start, a new beginning. And I think you'll be really, really pleased with the outcome here. Just make sure that you think things through and that you don't go into anything blind, and that you identify this as something that is a part of your journey. It's really important for you to take this step because it feels right. You felt it before. It's something that just made sense to you, that was revealed to you, but you've been at it for a while. So it's not just this sudden whim of, okay, I've been happy for the last 20 years, but now at 1 o'clock, I'm just getting this whim. So by 1:30, I'll be at the door. It's not like that. It's something that really has been on your mind for a while that suddenly makes sense, and that allows you to have a fresh start because you're no longer, nothing is hanging over you anymore. You've got your power back through your understanding. So it's an amazing start to the week. It's certainly a big day here. I hope you have a great Monday. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. On the front page, just click on book your reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.